Hi guys, today I'm going to be reviewing the iCharger 4010 Duo along with the well-known iCharger 36B. I got this at Progressive RC. I called them up. They shipped it the same day and it arrived a few days later. I was happy with that. This is kind of what the box looks like, self-explanatory. Some of the things that comes in the box, it comes in with these balancing leads. I noticed when I plugged them in that they're a little hard to plug in on both ends. Even plugging them in here, they're a little stiff, so I'm not exactly sure if I'm going to leave them in all the time so it doesn't bend the prongs, or take them out and kind of work on that. But this is the charger. Also, what it comes with is some wires, so you can plug into these areas. So it has two of those. It has two of those there. It comes with a USB data cable, so you can upgrade your firmware and some software on your computer. This is 40 amps output on one side and 40 amps on the other. 1400 watts on both sides, so it can put out a lot. You can also sync it up to 70 amps, so the wires are coming out, so you would have only one charging station with this, but you can charge up to 70 amps, total of 2000 watts at 50 volts max. So it's pretty cool. It's pretty heavy. This also kind of bends down so you can lay it flush. It's a little big. I'm used to of course the iCharger 36B. So if I set it on my car, it's just going to take a little bit of time getting used to that for me on that. But I like the big screen. It's nice. I'll start it up eventually and I'll show you guys. It also comes with this lead, and it goes to my charger in the back. And this is 10 gauge wire, so it's pretty thick wire, in a silicone base. Only thing that I'm not exactly, I would just wish this cord was just a little longer where it is, in case you need to do some modifications or something. I wish it would stick out a little further, but I'm still happy with it. It's one thing is nice having a short cord is with all that current going through there, you're not going to get any loss of current or any heat buildup. So maybe that's why they did it. They probably did it for a reason. But this is kind of what it looks like. It is a lot heavier than the iCharger itself. And just kind of give you guys a close-up on what it looks like. The camera really just doesn't do justice on it. You can see the big heat shields, or the heat sinks through there. It's all aluminum in there. It's pretty beefy, really is. There's really no serial number on this one, so I'm not exactly sure on how that works. Now, if you flip it over to this side, I'll try to do it without spilling it, making it fall. Let's see, yeah, right here. We'll put it over here. Now these are some massive fans in here. Just looks like it's huge, and you can kind of see the metal inside there, metal fins, the heat sinks. So it's huge. Now this is for the USB side, and this side is for the micro SD card. So it's pretty cool. It says DC 9 volts to 50 volts. Then you're coming over on this side, and you can plug in your servos, so you can adjust your servos on the screen. I don't know if I'll really use that. I think it's a gimmick for me, but I might use it. I'm not sure on that. So that's kind of what it looks like. Yeah, it's bigger. Now let's just kind of compare it to the iCharger 36B. If you look on it this way, let's see if I can. Let's see. Get my act together. And it's a little bit bigger that way. So, and it's quite a bit heavier too. Now if you flip it down this way, you can kind of see the difference on that. So it's quite a bit bigger. Another thing that I didn't really care for, like I told you in my other videos, this takes 10 cells, so it can really charge up a lot of cells quick. Only if you can find a 10 cell battery. But I like the chargers. I still like it, and I still stick with it. I like this type of charger still. It has all the different connections in there, just in case you forgot your balancing leads or something. It's all there ready to go. But this is kind of how they're all kind of going now, so we'll live with it. This is 30 amps, this is 40 amps, or 70 amps on that. Now, let's see. So that's kind of what the comparison looks like. If you look at it this way, you can kind of line it up that way and see it that way. Then we'll flip it around to the back. I'll do a quick back comparison on that and show you on that. So it is it's really cool looking. Oh, I didn't notice that there's a little speaker there. Maybe a little speaker there. I'm not sure what that's for, but we'll see. So that's kind of what that looks like right there. It's a nice looking machine. It's solid, and it looks like it's well made. So we'll see how that works there. Then I think what I'm going to do is pause the tape for a second, and I'll get it going. Okay guys, I'm back. I got everything kind of hooked up on here. And so one thing else, so you plug them in, and I got my balancing leads, and it comes with these balancing adapters. And make sure when you're plugging them in that you start on, you see where the A is right there, A, B, C, D, E. Start on the far side, so right down here. Otherwise, you're going to get a connection error, and that's just how you use these. You start on that side. So basically here, I got those set up. So what I'll do is I'll turn my power supply on. I'm just running 12 volts right now. I have larger volts ones, but I just want to kind of see how it runs first before I throw 50 volts on it or 48 volts. So we'll turn it on. I'll show you what it looks like. Here's a little beep, and there's a firmware. So it's the newest firmware. It's 2.04. And this is kind of what it comes up to. So it has a nice display on it, nice and bright. It was a little hard getting used to. It's just nice looking. So one thing nice about it shows you all your volts, your milliamps, and shows you all your cell counts up to 10. So that's going to help out a lot. Just having a nice, just being aware on where everything is, so you're not going to be toggling through the buttons and trying to find, okay, where am I at? It's all right there. There's the temperature right there. There's the volt input at 12 volts. And battery 1, battery 2. This is basically your enter button right here. So if you push this button, you can select from channel 1, channel 2, and so we're going to be on channel, we'll just say on channel 2. And so we want a LiPo battery, so we're going to stick the LiPo battery on, and so we'll do that. So we enter that. Now we can go to different things like right here. We can go up and we'll go to charge. So we'll hit. So we want to go over here to this side. So we just hit this little tab and bring it over. And it's a LiPo. And the only thing that I thought on this side was when you go to change it, you have to roll it up a lot. On the iCharger 36B, you could just hold a button and it would just go up really quick. That's only one thing I didn't really like about this one. And on the low setting with the iCharger, you could flip it over to make it 30 amps really quick. This one you have to, so if I just turned it one more, it would just go over, it would reverse to 30 and keep going down. This way you have to roll it all the way up to 40 amps. So it takes a little bit more work. There might be a way around that, but I'm not sure about that yet. But we're going to charge it at the lowest possible just for reviewing purposes. So we have all that set up. I'm just going to put a battery on real quick. Okay, now I have a battery on real quick. I kind of showed you how to do that. I'm just doing these real small batteries just for demonstration purposes. And I'm just putting it on the lowest setting. Now down, and the one thing nice I like about this, it shows ignore or longer. Ignore the capacity, which is nice, because on some of the bigger packs, you have to really crank it up and always be thinking about that. Now there's fast charge, slow charge, all those different, not balance, but we want to put it on just normal balance right there. And then we just hit the start button, and it just wants to confirm it again, and hit yes, and boom, there it goes. Now if you see these little lines right down here, the lines are telling you how much it's putting into the balancing, how much it's balancing. So that's kind of tells you, and you can go in there and change how much juice you want it to balance or not. Some more programming on that. So it tells you the time, voltage, milliamps it's putting in. It's really low right now. I'm just putting it at 0.05 amps. So not very much at all. One thing nice too is if you hit this status button right here, you'll go to IR mode, and that will show you the internal resistance and the info. So power, it's just all these little different things you can do on that. So as we're charging that, we're done there. Let's see. Exit. We need to go over to, then all you have to do is just hit channel 1, and it will bring you over to the channel 1. You hit run, and we want everything exactly the same, what it is right now. Ignore everything. So all we have to do, I think, is just hit start, and boom, it's charging. So let's see. Well, maybe not. So we go to charge, start. There. Yep. So now it's charging at 0.05 amps. So real low on that. So this thing can really heat up. Maybe I'll show you guys on how it works on the big 6Ls or not. But that's kind of what that looks like. Then if you need to stop, let's just look at the IR information. So those are the different things on that. And then if you hit stop there and stop there. And that's basically what it is for the iCharger 4010 Duo. If you have any questions, just let me know. Thanks.